Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat and welcome once again to our, pangilan na ba? 10th PSH Usapang Presyon, the official podcast of the Philippine Society of Hypertension. Ako po si Dr. Alejandro Bimbo Diaz, you may call me just Doc Bimbo, at sa episode na ito ay pag-uusapan natin ang blood pressure, health, and fitness. Kasama natin this afternoon ay ang patagal ko nang kilalang pambansang fitness coaches natin. Kilala mo sila. Okay. Multi-awarded health fitness advocates recognized by the Philippine Medical Association, Philippine College of Physicians, and even the Philippine Heart Association. Alam din natin na kinukuha sila parate ng ABS-CBN sa kanilang pag-hosting ng Biggest Loser Philippines, Meet Beats, and Team Fitfil. Okay. So maraming pang iba. So, I will not read more. Ang haba niya, ano? So, let's go. Okay. So, Coach Jim and Tony, welcome to this 10th episode of Philippine Society of Hypertension, Usapang Podcast. So, maraming salamat kapag unlock niyo sa akin.
Doc Bimbo, thank you so much for inviting us. Sobrang excited kami when we heard na you're willing to guest us here. Sabi ko, wow, malaking karangalan. So, sobrang honored.
Hindi ko makalimutan, we have this picture sa Green Hills, sa Club Filipino. Remember that we were, yung May measurement, yung annual natin, hypertension awareness. We were very active then there. So sabi ko, importante talaga na I think we should really discuss. Marami na tayong pinag-discussion nandun sa previous podcast, but ngayon lang tayo magpo-focus. Ano nga ba ang role ng exercise as part of the lifestyle change? Kasi nakikita ko, these are all the three things that's a lifestyle change. Kasi yun ang recommend talaga. Na bago ka pa mag-start uminom ng gamot, kung nag-uumpisa na tumaas ang blood pressure, subukan mo munang tingnan kung meron ka bang kailangan baguhin sa lifestyle. So, as I said, tinitin namin parate, DES. Diet, may problema ba doon? Okay, exercise, gumagawa ka ba ng tamang exercise?
Correct.
And number 3 is stress management. So, for this afternoon, yan ang pag-uusapan natin. Kailangan pag-usapan ng malaliman. Ano ba ang tamang exercise sa different age groups? Kasi yung nakikita ko na karamihan ng pag-advise namin, nigas kugon kasi. Ang hirap namang gawin. Sakit sa tuhod. Yung gano'n, pagdajagingin ako dyan. So, nakita ko, baka meron dapat na may karapatan na may discuss ng exercise. Kaya naisip ko kayo na imbitahan. Si Coach Jim and Tony, itong mag-asawang ito na, ito na talaga ang kanilang buhay on really how to help us Filipino to maintain healthy and fit. So, Coach Jim and Tony, kapag ba may high blood pressure ng isang tao, hypertension, dapat bang umiwas sa exercise?
Ako, Doc, before anything else, ako po'y magbibigay pugay sa inyo at talaga isang malaking karangalan. It's an honor. We are humbled at the same time to be here, be alongside you, Doc, guesting alongside you and being your guests. Doc, we've always wanted to work with you and ito bucket list na naganap. Kaya I'm so in awe, Doc. Nakangiti lang ako. Medyo starstruck, Doc. But I will try my best to contain myself. But thank you, Doc, for the honor of disseminating the right information, and we're excited, Doc, to work hand in hand with you, and we are here, one of your biggest fans. So
thank you. Salamat.
Hindi nyo po alam, baka kaila po sa inyo si Doc po ang talagang leading by example na doktor. Doc, you're fit, ang heart, ano po niya, 112 right now, over, ano po yun, Doc? 68. At bago po lahat ng, in all of the doctors' convention, si Dr. Bimbo po ay nagpapa-workout. Doc, tanyag na tanyag ka dito, sikat na sikat ka dito, nagpapa-workout ka before every session in most of the convention. So, Doc, ganyan ka kasikat, Doc.
Hindi ko alam yun.
Patawarin mo ako, Doc, at na-mention ko yon. I couldn't help it. Anyways, baka malihis po tayo sa topic at marami pa po tayong mahabang panayam ito. Very exciting. Doc, I will make my husband, Coach Jim, answer the question.
So, ulitin ko ulit, no? Kasi nga, di ba pagka natural lang na, okay, medyo tumataas ang blood BP nila, and then mag-exercise sila, tapos may measuring kagad ang blood pressure nila, tataas. So, actually, hindi tama yon. Kailangan, ang tunay na pag-measure kung high blood ka ba o hindi, is rested blood pressure. So, hindi nila alam na talagang everyday, galaw-galaw tayo tataas ng blood pressure. But when you are sedentary or kulang sa exercise, may isang factor doon na pumapasok. You are prone to develop inflammation.
Correct.
So, yung pagtaas ng blood pressure, dagdagan mo ng ingredient na inflammation because you're sedentary.
Yes.
That will lead to eventual sustained elevated blood pressure. Doon masisira yung ano. So, gusto ko iyan nyo uli, ano ba nakikita nyo sa exercise program? Kasi kayo yung nag-aral niyan, no? How to actually look at from the scientific point of view sa blood pressure.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, Doc, siguro explain natin sa mga nanonood sa atin na pag nag-exercise tayo, normal talaga tataas ang blood pressure.
Okay.
Actually, meron tayong tinatawag na exercise heart rate or exercise zone, which 220 minus your age times 60 to 80%.
Okay.
Dapat nandun ang zone natin sa heart rate natin pag nag-exercise tayo.
May maximal at minimal heart rate.
Maximum minimal. Para natin kung sumusobra na tayo. So, ang tanong dyan is, okay ba mag-exercise kung may hypertension? Ang sagot is, yes, talagang actually mas kailangan pa natin mag-exercise kasi science and research has proven na exercise, ang laki ng tulong talaga yan para pababain o pagandahin ang ating blood pressure.
Stabilize yung
So parang
blood pressure.
sinasabi mo, parang may sweet spot range na too much of that ng heart rate, hindi rin maganda. So yung sinabi mong computation kanina, nandoon yung sweet spot para healthy exercise.
Correct.
That can actually lower the blood pressure eventually.
Actually, with everything naman, in life, pag sobra, masama. Sabi natin yung sugar sa fitness industry, masama. Hindi naman. Pero kung sumasobra, masama. Diba? Same thing with everything else. Pag konti lang or paminsan-minsan lang, okay lang. Pero pag sumasobra tayo, then masama na siya. So same thing, when we exercise, tataas talaga yung blood pressure natin, yung heart rate natin. But there is a sweet spot kung hanggang saan doon lang siya dapat para magkaroon tayo ng maximal effect. Because pag nag-exercise tayo, lumalakas ang puso, lumalakas ang lungs, lumalakas ang muscles. Then as long as we hit that sweet spot at huwag tayo lalampas doon, then we should be okay.
Doc, may I add, in the advent of technology and in the, not just technology, but inactivity, sedentaryism is now a big epidemic. Like you were saying, sitting now is not just the new smoking. It's even worse. So, tama po ang sinabi ni Doc, lahat po tayo, di ba, work from home. Sa katunayan po, minsan, hindi pa nga tayo nakaupo pag nagtatrabaho, nakahiga pa, or hindi na po tayo, very despondent, hindi na po tayo na inat-inat o natayo. So, I think, Doc, mobility is key. And movement is key. Consistency also of that kind of mobility, kahit any form of movement is good. But siguro, Doc, later we will further discuss the proper workouts for tailor-fitted according to their age. Like may progression po na sinasabi nyo, may pang bata, may pang middle age, may pang or adult, may pang weekend warriors, may pang seniors, at meron naman po sa may PWD or even infanticipating. Kasi Doc, ang dami po talagang demographics natin that we need to hit.
Gusto kong sundan ang tanong yan. Marami kasi ngayon, ang inisip nila para mag-exercise, kailangan nasa gym, kailangan nasa But can we discuss on ano bang pwedeng exercises while in the workplace, while nasa bahay, paggising mo sa umaga? Things that are easy to do, na maybe sabihin natin, hindi naman high impact exercises. But of course, we can do what you're saying na yung recommended by the American Heart Association. Correct. But I think small little exercises, physical activity. Ano bang difference na physical activity and exercise? When do you say it becomes an exercise?
Okay, so siguro Doc, atas muna ako sa unang mong tanong. Pwede ka ba mag-exercise kahit wala ka sa gym? So, tandaan po natin, yung utak natin o yung katawan, hindi naman alam po na sa gym ka, o nasa bahay ka, o nasa office ka. Ang alam lang niya is, na-challenge ka ba? Nasi-stress ba yung muscle? Nasi-stress ba yung puso? So, pag nasi-stress yan, then it will have physiological effects sa katawan natin. So, it will take nag-exercise ka, whether nasa gym ka, o nasa bahay ka, o nasa office ka, as long as nagkakaroon ng stimulation yung katawan natin. So, for example, mag-jumping jacks ako sa opisina, yung jumping jacks natin, then magkakaroon ng response yung katawan natin. Pero, nasa office ako o nasa bahay ako, hindi kailangan nasa gym tayo. So, punta tayo sa second question mo, Doc. Ano ang pinag-iba ng movement sa exercise or physical activity? Physical activity is basically movement. Gumagalaw lang tayo. Nagpa-fire ang ating muscles, nagkakaroon ng concentric, eccentric movements yung muscles natin. So that's physical activity. Gumagalaw, nagwawalis, naglalakad.
Physical exertion.
Yes. Exercise now is meron taying goal. So pumasok yun. Goal is means tumataas talaga yung heart rate natin.
Okay.
Because when we say exercise, may goal tayo ngayon na palakasin yung puso, palakasin yung lungs, palakasin
Circulate
yung
your
katawan
blood
natin.
flow.
So, the same naman yan. Mas mataas ng level C, exercise. Kapag saan mag-exercise tayo, ibig sabihin naman talaga nun is enough movement para ma-stimulate nagkaroon ng effect sa puso, sa lungs, sa muscle.
Okay. So for individuals, mga tagapanood natin na wala namang disability, mga walang arthritis, wala yung kaya naman nilang gawin, ito yung mga rin-recommend nyo. Not to do exercise that can actually help lower the blood pressure and of course cardiovascular. So anong advice niyo sa mga hindi muna tayo pupunta doon sa may mga disability, yung mga edad na, may mga arthritis na, napilay na.
Yes.
Anong advice niyo?
For the general public, Doc, actually, to address that sitting is the new smoking, we can do seated workouts. We can do, and to address what you were saying, no time, short pocket workouts. We can work out or move as short as 1 minute or 4 minutes, and you can also move kahit na nakaupo. So, siguro po, Doc, mamaya ide-demo natin tatlo yan kung ano yung mga pwedeng exercises na pangkalahatan. Hindi lang po sa mga, tulad po nung sinabi niya, may arthritis, may diabetes, or may hypertension, para po sa lahat to. And then eventually, we can even tweak and tailor-fit it according to the progressions and gradations that you wanted. So, Doc, marami po tayong kasagutan at feeling ko po, marami po tayong panayam.
Pero Doc, singit ko muna. Siguro para makatulong sa mga layman, sa mga sa atin, yung hypertension kasi, ano ba yung cause niyan? One of the causes, kasi marami na po siyang causes, yung dugo, mas may hirap dumaloy. Tama ba yun, Doc? Nagkakaroon ng konting bara. Tama ba yun, Doc?
Actually, yung pressure.
Yes, the pressure.
Yeah.
Correct. So, tumataas yung pressure niya. Kasi nga, medyo nahihirapan siya. Pag nag-exercise tayo, napapaluwag natin kasi yung dinadaanan ng dugo. Nagkakaroon ng dilation. So, pag nag-exercise, lumuluwag siya, mas gumaganda yung daloy ngayon ng dugo, yung pressure, mas nakakalabas yung pressure, which is why sinasabi nga na exercising or moving is actually very good para nga makatulong sa
for your vascular system. Because we were talking, Doc, and I was asking, Doc, tama po ba nagiging mas elastic yung vascular system natin or yung veins natin or yung arteries sa pagdaloy ng dugo? Hindi siya nagiging stiff like you were saying, tapos hindi po siya nagbabara or nagkakaplak in all the medical terms of Doc. So he was explaining.
Same thing as, yung meron kang bahay sa bakasyonan. For as long as you always use it, may caretaker, pinapanda mga pipes, nag-hose ng and then compare it with isang bahay bakasyonan na iniwanan, na every summer lang pupunta sa kapapanda rin. Tignan mo, pag inopen mo nga na di gumagana ng kasi yung sedentariness, yung hindi mo ginagamit, nasisira sa dahan-dahan.
Correct.
Nagkakaroon ng inflammation o kaya sana nagra-rust, nagkakalawang. So, kailangan talaga may regular activity. The same thing as I said sa muscle, once na hindi mo yan in-engage, yung mga exercises na ngayon, nag-uumpisa yan magkaroon ng mga, actually ang muscle kasi endocrine organ din yan. Nagkakaroon ng mga hormonal changes that can lead to the development of cardiovascular concerns.
Wow, okay. Yes. Talaga ba dami tayo natututunan dito?
Marami rin po kaming natututunan kay El Presidente, Doc Bimbo. So, saan pa po kayo? Kailangan po tayong makinig talaga, ha?
Later on, gusto ko i-demonstrate sa inyo kasi alam mo, yung huling American Society of Hypertension na natin noong 2008 sa New Orleans, isa sa napakinggan kong study talaga doon na which surprised me is the use of isometric exercise. Kasi ang tanda ko lang talaga aerobic isometric exercise, even just by hand grip exercises, which you can do anywhere, in the car, in the office, can actually help mag-help na magpababa ng blood pressure. Maybe we can discuss that later on.
Yes!
Magandang bago research yan.
Correct. Ang dami ko natututunan kay Doc. Dami natin natututunan, no? Tama po ba? Naku, talagang Doc, always looking forward to all the episodes.